Arrogance. I've been thinking about you recently, and constantly. About how you seduced me when I was young, when I started becoming acquainted with my sense of self. Each time I was wrong, you suggested to me that I may be right, and oftentimes you went out of your way to convince me of it. You made things so much easier. You removed the weight of responsibility, you quelled the burden of conscience, and you did it all so surreptitiously. During these years, there were various times when you have helped myself significantly. You made it feel superior on an assumption that others are inferior. You made it feel entitled on a belief that others are undeserving. You made it feel right with a conviction that others are undiscerning. You were there when I needed you most. To make this elusive existence tolerable, to make this subjective perspective of mine operable. That was, of course, back then, when I did not know you or your name, nor your ability to conveniently situate or shift the blame. But things today have changed. They're not the same. I see you now. I know you. You're slippery. And as each day passes, I feel ashamed. Ashamed to have ever let you influence me. In reality, you're but a trick that led me to forget my most elementary sense of humanity, to place me in a misguided position of rectitude and morality, to persuade me that I am, somehow, more worthy. I may never be able to do away with you definitively, but I see you now. I know you. You're a calamity. Don't even bother telling me what you always tell me, that I quiet assertion, that I deter courage, that I embody timidity, that you invite confidence, that you minimize dependence, that you determine personality, that without you, I'm nothing. To that I say, precisely. You see, I am nothing, but not in the sense that I'm not something, in the sense that my sense of self is derived not just from my mind and soul, but from everything. Every insect, every animal, every tree, every child, every sky, every breeze, every smile, every tear, every sea. Everything that my hands can touch, my buds can taste, my ears can hear, my nose can smell, and my eyes can see. Every love that my imagination can perceive, every mercy that my heart can conceive. Who I am and what I own is not a source of entitlement or a claim to superiority, let alone supremacy. If anything, it's a privilege and a responsibility towards others which, incidentally, I'm accountable for exercising very dutifully and never forcibly. As I said, you're a calamity. You instrumentalize fear and insecurity. Visibly, you do not spare anybody. You seem to transcend my person and personality. You deter empathy, you obstruct humility, and you erode sincerity. You instill jealousy, you provoke envy, and you nourish rapacity. You feed hypocrisy, you breed inequality, and you deprave humanity. But I see you now. I know you. You present yourself as a friend when you're in fact my greatest enemy. Going forward, please stay away from me. And do not come close to those whom I admire for not considering themselves inherently above anybody by virtue of their race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status. They may be silent now in mourning, in grief, in frustration, and in disgust at your corruption of human vulnerability. But they know you now. They too see you. Your apparent dominance is only transient and illusory.